What is up, everybody? This is your boy AJTRIP, and welcome to the rapid reaction of Money in the Bank 2024. One of the better pay-per-views of all time for WWE. 5 matches on this card. No, at least in my rating, no less than 4 stars. This was a tremendous pay-per-view. Premium live event, excuse me, from the WWE. Some kind of some odds and ends here that kind of don't figure out. You know, you wonder why some things were done in the way that it was, and we'll get answers later on. At least I will get answers later on. Well, we will get answers later on. 'Cause those of you who are watching this live, you may not be watching the post show, so we'll figure out that. But we've got some things to talk about here. And I think we can go ahead, excuse me, jump right into it. I quickly just want to check. Uh, get some of the stuff that is. And so yeah, there's some stuff. There's some stuff already happening on the post show. That's already happened. So this has been this is something insane. Um so yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get right into it. Let's go start with the kicked off with the men's Money in the Bank. There was no countdown match or anything like that. The men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Jey Uso, L.A. Knight, yeah, Chad Gable, Andrade, Carmelo Hayes, and Drew McIntyre. Set up for this. My pick was Jey Uso. I just thought that they were already going with Jey Uso, and I kind of thought that what they would do is that they would probably go ahead and and do the thing with um and do the thing with with CM Punk as he would cost Drew the briefcase. Um, but that didn't have to go down. So tremendous action from all of these guys. They're taking some new spots that were we hadn't never seen or we hadn't seen in a long time. Some great things. Chad Gable German suplex the ladder on top of Andrade. Amazing. He belly suplexed LA Knight over the top rope onto a ladder. Chad Gable was amazing in it. So was everybody else. Some great work from everybody, and it was a lot of fun. Andrade, they're doing having with very little room to fall, doing a springboard ladder that hung onto Chad Gable after Chad Gable was being like as he was stretching Drew McIntyre's arm on the ladder. A great spot there. Some other true spots that were amazing as well. So it was absolutely fantastic. The fantastic showing, smooth as ever. The end of the match came down to Jey Uso, one at a time, but then Drew McIntyre pulling him down, hitting the Claymore, and him winning Money in the Bank. I put on Twitter, I understand why they did it because we all knew what was coming. We all, at least I'm gonna say all, but I think most of us saw what was coming when Drew won it, and most of us knew what was happening. Especially when the thing that we thought might not happen would happen it did not happen, and Drew got the briefcase. But I am a little disappointed in the ways that also the way that the cash didn't happen. Because I think you know I think this could have been Jey Uso's time. This is Jey Uso's time, and I know people are saying, "Well, he's gonna be maybe going into the bloodline stuff," but he can go into the bloodline stuff as champion. He could. I mean, he is hot. He is one of the hot people in this industry, and I think just to not get that offense, get that hotness, and as even Jim Cornette would said, steal some houses with Jey Uso. Jey Uso can beat Gunther, or if you even don't want to pin Gunther, there's a good old count out disqualification. People don't like it. People want people to win clean. That's not wrestling though, you know. But he could beat Gunther. He could have other matches, and he could have matches up and even until the whole bloodline stuff happens at presumably at War Games and Survivorship. He could even be world champion through that, but like what it is now. So now, I wonder what is going to happen. And how's it going to be? So are you just gonna not use up his hotness just to put him back into a tag team? I hope that's not the case. He's on his own. He should, Jay Uso should be some type of champion. Who knows? Maybe he'll end up with Intercontinental champion, which okay, but it would be better if he was a world champion going into a War Games type match in the blood. So that he's no longer Roman Reigns' sidekick. He's no longer Roman Reigns' right hand man. He's his own man now. He's main event Jey Uso. So I was disappointed in that, but I knew what the deal was with that with Drew winning. So again, just an entertaining first match of the card, first match of the night, ready to go. 4.5 stars. Excuse me. 4.5 stars for that match. Mom gonna have to be. She got the fucking cold. It's like hot as hell. All right. So next was the IC title between Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker. This was a very fun, very well worked match between both of these two. Told a great story about how Sami was trying to counteract Braun Breaker's power and speed and quickness and agility and everything he had. He was going, and even though Braun Breaker could outdo him in each one of those categories, he couldn't outsmart him. He couldn't outcun him. He couldn't outheart him. And I think that was a great story for them to tell right there. And we got a great match from it. Braun tried to do the thing he did on Monday night, except he stopped at the stairs, get the Sami Zayn back, went on to got to the thing he also did. Shit. Sorry, y'all. I just, it's just, I don't know. Haven't slept good in forever. And I know don't sleep good. You just get tired. I don't know why. Anyway, but we had a lot of good things, and Braun went on the apron jump from the apron to the announce table, clothesline Sami Zayn, and he worked real good. This is I think I said in my predictions video because I picked Sami Zayn. I said that SummerSlam was going to be his day. I think that's a good match to do. Have Braun Breaker do the match with Sami Zayn again at SummerSlam and have him win it there. I think that's a really good shot. Sami Zayn was an awesome competitor. Did his thing as well, and gotta give it up to him. Sami Zayn won. He did a Luva kick 1, 2, 3. It's a 4.25 star match. Again, excuse me for apologizing for yawning. Again, I'm so sorry. I just things just like that is gonna happen. I can't even, you know, can't even get a good night's sleep realistically. Whew. So after that, just guess John Cena came out. Now there was some reports that John Cena would make an appearance tonight, and he made the appearance to announce that he's going to be on his retirement tour. He's going to be on the retirement tour. He talked about the Royal Rumble being his last Rumble. He talked about Elimination Chamber being his last Elimination Chamber, and he talked about Las Vegas WrestleMania 41 being his last WrestleMania. So it's some good stuff here. I think they've got some things to do. They got some things they can catch up here. They've got things that he can do uh to like record. Like he can have one more match with Randy Orton, which would I think would be awesome. He's got definitely some matches Solo Sokoa is a match you can do. The last time we saw him Sokoa in a wrestling match, uh, Solo Sokoa beat him down, gave him a bunch of you know rapid uh whatever with the spikes, the more spikes. Uh, he went out and they beat him. So this is what I'm saying. So and I'm sure that John Cena will probably want to do the right thing, and he probably will want to put over somebody, big, and I think there's many people like that. I think there's Carmelo Hayes who right now could be the WrestleMania match. Have him have a good match with Carmelo Hayes. I think there's Grayson Waller could be one as well. I think maybe they could even do Randy or Johnson there because I think who was it that wanted their last match to be with somebody? It always isn't like the last match to be put over. Like Ric Flair wanted Shawn Michaels because Rick knew Shawn was going to bring him to a good match, and of course it was the Undertaker. Shawn wanted the Undertaker to go again, and so sometimes everybody's last match isn't someone who's putting young guys to put them over. It's just someone there to do to have a good match with or something like that. So I think that's that. So that's interesting to see. I think that's kind of good. I think it depends. There's some type of people who wants the tour. Like Derek Jeter went on his retirement tour saying it was his last year. So something like that. And I'm sure LeBron would want one. But there's some people who don't want one. They just then at the end they said, okay, I'm gone, and they left. So yeah, that was it. So it's gonna be strange. Not to even know that John Cena is not even gonna be coming back. So, but you know, it is his time to go. And I'm sure that John Cena will be inducted into the Hall of Fame. I think if you talk about guys who were inducted, like Ric Flair, like Rey Mysterio, you know, uh, I think John Cena is one of those guys as well that goes into the Hall of Fame. Um, you know, the night before his Mania match. So I would expect that to be a big thing. So we had that. Then we went on to the World Heavyweight Championship match between Seth Rollins and Damian Priest. And the one interesting thing I liked in this match is that both Damian and Seth kept looking back at the entranceway, looking to see when Drew McIntyre was going to come down. And they still wrestled the match, and it was pretty good. It was okay. Um, we had a real bad botch towards the middle slash end when Seth Rollins at the top hit the suplex and then went up for the Falcon Arrow. Uh, Damian Priest Damian Priest blocked it. Went for the broken arrow on him. Seth blocked that. Went back to the Falcon Arrow, and it was a one. It was a two, and it was a three. Because Damian Priest didn't kick out, but the referee just went. He went and count two. So I believe that was Damian's fault because I believe Damian was supposed to kick out. Right? It's either one of two things. No, I think it's Damian's fault because when they had a camera on him and you could see him mouth the words "my bad" to the official as he was kind of rolling out of the ring. But uh, so either one thing happened. Either one, Damian Priest was supposed to kick out and he didn't, or two, the music was supposed to play, before the referee went down, and the referee went down for the count, and the music was played for and that would be Drew McIntyre's two count, and the music and the man didn't hit his music in time. He hit it after the botched pin attempt. So yeah, that took some people out of it. Some saw on Twitter and mine too because you had a visual pin of Seth Rollins winning the championship. He should have been the winner, but it didn't happen. Because they knew that Drew was going to come out. because what they've been told. The referees have been told to treat it like a shoot. Treat it like a shoot. It's up to the people to it's up to the people to grab the rope. It's up to the people not to tap out. I.e., what's her face? Uh, Jake Cargill a couple months ago in the thing she was tapping out. And the referee didn't see it because the referee would if she was out, she would have had that come out. And in fact, I believe the referee kind of told her, went back to told her stop tapping out. I can I'm right here. Stop tapping. You know. So there was that. So yeah, the referee that told to treat it as a shoot, and it's it wasn't. So it looked kind of bad. Drew came in, cashed in, made it a triple threat, and as soon as he was going to get the opportunity to win, pulled out by he got jumped by CM Punk. CM Punk, obviously, we knew there was going to have CM Punk also. We knew this last month. He said that he was not going to allow the McIntyre to become a champion as long as he was able to do so. He was not going to allow him to ever win a championship. So we knew that was going to happen. He beat Punk up, or he beat Drew up. Excuse me. Punk did, and he put him out, and he threw him back in. And he had him. Took the belt, hit him with the championship belt. Damian Priest hit the thing 1, 2, 3. He wins. He wins. Retains his title, and he doesn't have to lead the Judgment Day at least by a match. I think very soon this is going to be a thing where the Judgment Day will kick out Damian Priest. I thought it would be tonight because I had to the way again if I would have booked it I would have Jay win. I would have CM Punk cost Drew the Money in the Bank ladder match. I would have had Jay win, and then I would have had the Judgment Day take out Drew McIntyre after he beat Seth Rollins clean, proving that he could do that. And then um, have them beat him down, and then have Jay come out, help him up, but then cash in on him. 1, 2, 3. Jay is the new world heavyweight champion because that didn't happen. So, and some people are upset that it just waste the money in the bank for this, and in part they are correct. This does waste the money in the bank, right? This does waste this. There's nothing going on. We can there's nothing. We don't have to wait a long time. Wait for it to see how long to do it. But we got the women. I think who's going to Tiffany Stratton. She won. Spoiler alert! If you didn't know, she won the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. So I'm sure that she would probably now have it for a good little while. I would think. I would think maybe even something like the first you would have like the first show on USA for SmackDown. Maybe she would cash in then, or who knows? Maybe she would maybe wait for the first show on Netflix and cash in on whoever the world heavyweight champion is at that time and have her win it. So it's a lot of ways you can go with that. So that's gonna be good to see. But back to this. Yeah, this was just you know, I give it 4 stars. I thought it was okay. But the entire thing, the match with Damien and Seth, and then Drew came in, that part of that, and of course all the Punk stuff and things like that. I truly hope. This is my last thing about this match. I truly hope that Punk is healthy enough because we now have seen CM Punk. Um, we now have seen CM Punk do this twice. No, not twice. 4 times to Drew. He has cost them an opportunity to win the championship for at least 4 times. It was WrestleMania when he beat him up then, and Damian Priest cashed in. There was the next night on Raw when he cost him an opportunity to be the number 1 contender for the championship. That was, of course, at Clash at the Castle, where he Punk cost him the match then. And then tonight, that's someone had to sign 3 Punk 0 Drew 0. But now it's 4-0. It actually it's 4-1 because you can kind of say with the beatdown that Drew gave CM Punk. That was probably one back. So yeah, I mean at this point this has to they can keep going around and around as much as it goes, but we need to start now getting into the big thing, and hopefully CM Punk is healthy enough to do something, and hopefully it will be at SummerSlam. So we'll have to wait and see for that. But yeah, Damien Priest won. I gave it 4 stars. Next was the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. So I put it out on Twitter, and I agree with it. The men's match was cleaner, smoother. Nothing really looked dangerous, or anything like that. Like they would actually really get hurt by it. Um, so that was cool and good and great. And this match, however, it was a little bit sloppy, a little bit chaotic. But someone on Twitter also said, "Well, that's okay because a 6-person ladder match should be chaotic." And it was just it was great. We had Zoe Stark doing a tope con hilo, from the apron into the thing, and she completely missed the person, Lyra Valkyria, and hit her head on the ladder. Uh, and we had some other spots. They brought out the tables and they put 2 tables up, did Chelsea and Tiffy. And Chelsea at the end threw off the thing onto the tables. We had Io Sky kind of do like a sit out pile driver type thing to Zoe Stark onto a ladder bridge that was in between the ladder and the ropes. And the way she hurt herself as well because the way she was like sitting on her the heel of her feet bent back over, and it was just an amazing sight. That's going to be a meme. That's going to be a meme where sooner than later. Other things, some really great stuff. Again, it was like Corey and Michael kept saying it's uncomfortable, and yes, it was uncomfortable because I was still like you felt it coming. You felt that there was going to be some type of major injury happening here, and because it was just the way that it was, but it never happened. Thank God. And Tiffany got up there and she got the Money in the Bank briefcase. She's not missed Money in the Bank, and that's good for her. I didn't know what I was going to give this match. At first, I thought maybe I was going to give it like maybe like 3. I was going to give it like 3, 7, 4 stars, something like that. But then I was like, but no, that was entertaining as hell. But I think so I can give it a 5 star. But I think I docked it the quarter star just for the fact that maybe it wasn't as smooth and crisp and as safe as maybe you would like it to be. But I didn't hear no there. If people around, you start seeing like if people around start giving it like 5 stars and their things, or if they rated high on Cage Match or whatever, I think that's totally fine. I'm just gonna take a mark off just for it being as a step, but give it up to ladies because they did. They stole the show off of it, and some of those girls needed it. Chelsea needed it. Zoe Stark, she really needed it. I don't know if that's gonna make people want to cheer or boo her in the near future, but she needed to show something that she can hang with the people. So. Yeah, because they even mentioned on commentary that Zoe Stark. They basically said Zoe Stark doesn't get a reaction from the folks, and and we don't necessarily know why, but we know why. She just unfortunately she's just not over right now, and she needs to have something to get her over, and maybe this was the one to help get her over. So that is. Again, fantastic match. I give it 4.75 stars. That was yeah, 4 and 3/4 stars. It was great. And then the main event was the 6-man tag. The Bloodline going up against Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, and Cody Rhodes. And this is pretty much what I thought would happen, and I predicted it. I thought that you would see Solo Sikoa pin uh, Cody Rhodes, setting up Cody versus Solo at SummerSlam. Now that being the World Heavyweight Championship match. No Roman Reigns tonight, as I thought that would happen either. I think Roman Reigns would show up at SummerSlam. I think that's what they're waiting for, or even the Friday before SummerSlam or something. He's not going to show up for Money in the Bank. I don't think. Now the question is that do they put the title on Solo Sikoa? Because even for a little bit, because in the same month you get Bash to Berlin, you could put the title on Solo Sikoa and have the rematch happen, 4 weeks later at Bash at the Berlin, and Cody can get the title right back. So that might be something that they should think about. That should be something that they should think about. Putting the title on Solo at least for a few weeks. The Solo is getting major heat. For some people who kind of thought at the beginning, maybe thought, I'm not sure about this. Now Solo's gonna be the guy, really? Well, I think he's proven he's done his work in it, and none was worried that Jacob Fatu was going to overshadow Solo Sikoa. The Toronto crowd didn't think so. They weren't saying "Fu Fatu," they were saying "Fu Solo." So he's over, and he's madly over, and he's got some great heat going for him. So again, I you know, I you could put the title on him, and it can only be for 4 weeks. It only has to be for 4 weeks, and it can happen. So there you have it there. Um, this match was very good as well. All 6 guys worked their ass off. Still Kevin Owens, thoughts to him and his family his family's dealing with an issue with his mother, been hospitalized the last week or so. So shout out to him for going through this and really just being one of the heroes of this match. Just playing up and down. He took a nice long heat segment there as well as Fatu and Tomatonga and Solo kept him down before he got the hot tag to Cody Rhodes. And it was really fun. Really good stuff here. Some good action. Again, don't really think anything wrong. Love the spot where uh, Randy Orton gave Jacob Fatu the Hangman DDT. Get up and was getting and when he was getting ready to come around and do the RKO, Jacob Fatu was already standing on his feet, and you can see Randy like what the and it's like really he's up. So love that. Um, I've never watched MLW, never watched any highlights of MLW, don't know too much about Jacob Fatu. Um, but yeah, he seems like he's got some stuff going on from there. I can see why some people really like him and some people are very excited for the fact that he is there. Some people even call him the best worker of the Inowahi family. So yeah, I can see why he was great tonight. It was really great. Um, What I liked about here was that there was a ref bump. There was a ref bump. Believe it or not, in the bloodline match, a ref bump. Sheesh. But there was a ref bump. But that didn't necessarily cause any type of like true outside interference. Yeah, sure. Tungaloa got into the ring and gave Kevin Owens a low blow. While he was trying to do a package power driver to Tomatonga. But that wasn't really that wasn't like that didn't lead to the victory. What led to the victory was Jacob Fatu coming in and while Cody Rhodes was going for the third crossroads, doing like a twist the world senton on top of him, holding him up and solo score hit the spike on Cody Rhodes and got the 1, 2, 3 pin on Cody Rhodes. And again, with a very, very good match up here. I personally think with the right winner, with the right way for them going over, and that leads to Solo versus Cody at SummerSlam. Really, really good stuff here. I gave it 4 stars. I think that was really, really good, and I could. maybe even bump that up to 4.25 star. You know, as time goes on. But truly, this is an amazing match between these folks. So some really good stuff here. And that is tonight. Now I've already seen on Twitter that Drew McIntyre got into an altercation with Raw General Manager Adam Pearce. So that was on the post show. So what I'm gonna go do now is gonna watch the WWE post show with all of the things. Listen to John Cena, what John Cena has to say. It also said that Damian Priest is gonna be there. Tiffany Stratton is gonna be there. Of course, Triple H as well. We're gonna talk about all of that and see if there's any surprises come up. And then I'm gonna watch another post show, the FIFO post show. I would say that you guys should be over there watching the Fightful Post show as well. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Find out some more information about the stuff that went down tonight. You know, Sean's gonna have some information as well for you guys over there on Fightful. So it's gonna be very interesting. So yeah, like I said at the beginning, this is one of the all-time great WWE pay-per-views. 5 matches, none that I rated under 4 stars. None I rated under 4 stars. Truly amazing. Yeah. Oh, which by the way, you know what? I did give the 6 man tag 4.25 stars. So yeah, so you can I did give it a 4.25 star. So I just looked over and saw that it was 4.25 star. So yeah, there you have it. Post your comments down below. Tell me what you guys think. Let me know what you guys thought of Money in the Bank 2004. Let me know what you guys think should have happened. Did you like what some of the things that went down tonight? Did you not like it? Would you wish some things would have happened differently? Let me know down in the comment section. We'll be back tomorrow night at the NXT Heatwave, where we will do a reaction to that. Should be very interesting. Should be a very fun time. So yeah, you're good. It's going to be a great weekend of wrestling, I believe. Great weekend of wrestling. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. This is your boy, AJTRIP, signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.